This is day 6 of the creative challenge, and it might be the day I fuck up, because today there is a challenge within the challenge.
Can you create a cinematic short film in a day using only your phone?
Things doesn't always go as planned. Life happens, things came up. Couldn't make it to the office, didn't have access to my camera, so I thought about calling it quits. But what if I can set an example here? What if my stumble can result in someone else's first step? I would happily make that trade. For context, if you're new here, I got curious about photography 10 years ago, bought a camera, started posting consistently on Instagram, practiced my craft out loud. An audience started to form, opportunities started to come, and since then I've turned content creation into a career, left my 9 to 5, which allowed me to recover from burnout, put ulcerative colitis in remission, and make a living doing what I enjoy. Working with some cool brands and traveling to some cool places in the process. But I'm mostly doing it for the freedom and fulfillment I get from creating and working for myself. And I want the barrier of entry to be as low as possible for anyone wanting to get into this game. So let's make the best of this. That's the entire game, honestly. You take what you have and do your best. And if one day you have more, you start that day with what you have and do your best. Because that's all we can ever do. It doesn't matter how far along you are on your journey. You still have to wake up every morning and make a conscious decision to get after it. That's why weaponizing you with the right mindset is far better than giving you camera hacks. You can figure that out. There are plenty of tutorials out there. But that's also the trap. Watching tutorials feels productive. But at a certain point, it's just procrastination in disguise. You don't need more information. You need experimentation. What can you create with the skills, knowledge, and information you have right now? I promise you, you are more capable than you think. Stop consuming and start creating. But now is not a good time to start, is it? There's never going to be a good time. I would argue that the best time to start is at the worst time. Because if you can create something then, it's only going to be easier from there. Circumstances are never going to be perfect. Your work is never going to be perfect. And that's what makes it fun. You get to explore what comes out of you. Despite your shitty circumstances, you get to take an idea and create something that wasn't there before and turn it into something others might find value in. Isn't that the coolest thing? The fuck it I do it anyway mentality is probably one of the best mentalities you can adopt. You don't have to post it, but committing to something like, I will create a video today, I will finish it today, and be done with it, is a great practice. The result is going to be whatever you could do with the circumstances you had. That's freeing. You learn from it, and you do it again. That's the game. And remember what we talked about in the Ensure Victory episode. If you frame success properly, you can't lose. We are all grandchildren of a big explosion, stardust in an infinite universe on a planet that is slowly dying. So wouldn't creating something out of nothing be one of the greatest celebrations of life? Or the biggest fuck you to the inevitable ending? Just make shit. This is what I could do today with the circumstances I had.